Let us proceed with the first song.
Sweetness and lightning. If your parents spend their evenings watching the Food Network, you might want to show them sweetness and lightning. No, not Food Wars, Shoujeki no Sama. You and your parents will probably die of embarrassment if you watch the sexy meat scene together. Sweetness and Lightning is about a recently widowed dad who learns to cook alongside his 3-year-old daughter. He's tired of feeding her pre-made meals from the convenience store and wants to provide her with a healthier selection of foods. The whole thing is an adorable tour through different delicious meals, but the story is still surprisingly emotionally gripping. Tokyo Godfathers. Movies are a great way to introduce people to the world of anime. They are self-contained experiences that don't require much of a time commitment, so reluctant viewers are more likely to give them a shot. While there are a lot of fantastic anime films, Tokyo Godfathers, which tells the story of 3 homeless people who spent Christmas trying to return a lost baby to its family, is a particularly good choice for parents. The film is directed by the legendary Satoshi Kon, whose work is required viewing for all serious anime fans. On top of that, it's a great film to pull out around the holidays if your dad wants to watch a Christmas movie. More Tokyo Godfathers 77 of 79.25 plus anime with great rewatch value 10 of 15 times anime should have won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature 11 of 15 the 15 best anime films that aren't Studio Ghibli. Death Note. Death Note might seem like an odd choice, but the show's quality makes it a great introduction to anime. It's a high-stakes thriller that will get any first-time viewer engaged, and chances are good that your parents will have an opinion on whether or not light is morally just. They'll also be able to draw connections between L and Western depictions of eccentric geniuses, such as Sherlock or House. It's a great way to prove to your folks that anime isn't just for kids. Also, if you're a certain kind of anime fan, showing them Death Note might help them understand why you used to crouch at the edge of your seat like a vulture and eat cake with 2 fingers back in high school. Or Death Note 12 Death Note fan theories that change the entire scope of the series, one of 243, the best anime series of all time, 6 of 199, the 100 plus best anime intros of all time. Mushi-Shi.
Let us proceed with the first song.
If you want to expose your parents to the atmospheric beauty that only anime can provide, the best place to start is probably Mushi-Shi. This series follows Jinko, who is on a quest to study, understand, and protect people from mushi, which are a cross between bacteria and a deity. Mushi are the base components of life, and they can be both destructive and restorative. In some cases, they might be the cause of a horrid disease, whereas other times they might grant an individual psychic powers. It's a good anime to start with because each episode is a standalone story, and the art is uniformly beautiful throughout. More Mushi-Shi 120 of 135 the best fantasy anime of all time, 177 of 250 the best English dubbed anime of all time, 130 of 200 the saddest anime series of all time. Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is one of the most accessible anime ever made. Even if the audience isn't familiar with Japanese culture, the series is a space western that expertly blends laugh-out-loud comedy with bad SS fight scenes and comes complete with some genuine character development, that will stick with you long after the series wraps. While it isn't exactly representative of anime as a whole, it's a great way to show your parents that a good series can be tonally surprising. That said, if you have the type of parents who are going to get hung up on Faye's revealing outfit, or who will be bothered by the episodes that deal with drug use, you may want to let them discover this one on their own. More Cowboy Bebop, the best Cowboy Bebop fanfiction. Ranked 13 of 243. The best anime series of all time, 222 of 644. The best cartoons of all time. Grave of the Fireflies. Want to prove to your parents that anime can carry emotional weight? Show them Grave of the Fireflies, one of the most depressing anime ever. Created by Studio Ghibli, the film follows two Japanese children, Seita and Setsuko, who struggle to survive in a bombed-out, post-war Tokyo. You and your parents will both probably be in tears by the time the film ends, but it'll be a good cathartic cry, and it may cause your folks to catch the anime bug. More Grave of the Fireflies, 182 of 575. The best animated films ever, 247 of 374. The 50+ best war movies ever made. Ranked 130 of 277. The top tearjerker movies that make men cry. Wolf Children. Wolf Children is a particularly good choice for getting parents into anime. The story follows Hana, a college student whose life is derailed after she falls in love with a werewolf. The two decide to start a family, but Hana's lover dies soon after, leaving her to raise their werewolf babies alone. While the premise might sound a little silly, it's an emotionally resonant movie that's won several awards in Japan, Norway, and New York. Your parents will appreciate the tale's main subject. It's primarily about the struggles of raising children, which nearly all parents can relate to. More Wolf Children, 154 of 244. The best movies for kids, 15 of 200. The saddest anime series of all time, 2 of 15. 15 times anime should have won the Oscar for best animated feature. A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice lit the world on fire when it was released, and for good reason. This beautifully animated film tells the story of Shoya Ishida, who is trying to make amends for his regretful past. He once bullied his deaf classmate, Shouko Nishimiya, when the two were both in elementary school. The story is a great way to show your parents that anime can have a positive message. Shoya recognizes that he did something grievously wrong and seeks to atone for his misdeeds. If you have something you need to apologize to your parents for, you may want to wait until you've actually said you're sorry to share this movie with them. Showing them how anime shaped your good values is a fantastic idea, unless you are not actively displaying said values.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.